Devi, please do not do. Prabhakar, please do not do. I've been keep on telling you, again you are doing it.
So it's actually they record అవుతుంది.
Okay. I don't know
Automatically
why.
ఎలా అవుతుందో అర్థం కావట్లేదు నాకు.
Okay. I think you might have set it up something like that. Okay. So Praneeth, you also started it. Okay. You might be checking the settings. Okay. There would be some settings in your profile. Okay. Whenever you join that, automatically auto recording you might have set it up. Okay. Please stop that auto recording setting. Even I will also check after this class, and you will see, because see, in the Zoom I do not have option to call you. Okay, all of a sudden you might be tired in the evening yesterday, and you have a interest, but you could not you forgot, you might be forgot. Okay, so that would be the reason. And if I give you option, okay, so okay, so there is an option to call you from the Skype. That is the only main intent to come back to Skype. Okay, in the Zoom I do not
Good morning, Mahendra garu.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Vijay.
I'm not able to hear you. I think your voice
is
is
it
low.
okay?
Yeah.
I'll try to increase my voice. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but pretty low.
Okay. Do one thing, just please drop off and reconnect. Maybe that would help us. All right. So this is a problem for for first a few days, because Skype will match the band or something like that. Okay. I've been hearing this feedback for the past a few batches, but yeah, this will happen whenever you don't see my screen. You just need to drop off and reconnect, so that it will be connected. If you connected via mobile network or some other networks, okay, there is a bandwidth issue, but otherwise if you are not speaking, please go on mute. Savinder, thank you for joining. Okay, now I'm recording. Please do not record from anybody. I don't know how it's automatically recording. I will also check that. But yeah, the best feature of Skype is that I can call you. Okay, I can call you. Okay, so but you should be active user in the mobile. You should sign in and keep it aside, so that you will get a call. So that is the only thing. Now coming to the topic, right? So why we are here? We are just to understand the importance of Power BI. Okay, how it works, what is the life cycle of a report development, okay, and then how it is demanded in the market, and what exactly it is. So that's what we are trying to learn here in this demo. Okay, so as you know, Power BI is one of the demanding tool in the market. Why it is so demanding? Okay, so we need to understand that. And apart from that, we also see the name of it is Power BI. Okay, it is from Microsoft. Okay, it is from Microsoft, and Microsoft also has a footprint in the BI area with MSBI. Okay, Microsoft is not new for business intelligence. Okay, it's already have its own older system called MSBI. Okay, still it has huge market. Okay, because a lot of people are migrating from MSBI to Power BI, MSBI to Azure. So a lot of vacancies out there in the MSBI which are running just like that. Okay, so that is the reason huge market for it. And even MSBI is not that old. Okay, it has its own features. Okay, so various reasons to have a MSBI still in the demand. Okay, that is the reason we will cover 60% of not 60%, maybe 30-40% of MSBI also we will cover along with Power BI, because the combination of Power BI with MSBI, when I say MSBI, SSRS and SSAS tabular model. Okay, we will discuss. I will explain you the the power of combinations in your resume. Okay, but before that, what is BI? Okay, BI and I. BI versus I. I means intelligence. Okay, when you understand intelligence, when you apply that is for your business, it is a business intelligence. When you apply that is for your career, it is career intelligence. When you apply that intelligence into your emotional, it is an emotional intelligence. Okay, so a lot of areas we can apply intelligence. Okay, what is that intelligence? Okay, intelligence is not a clever, it's not a knowledge, it's not something else. Okay, it will talk about the time. Okay, timeline. It will talk about the timeline. Okay, when I say timeline, it's a past, present and future. Okay, so and again, what all WH questions it will ask. Okay, all WH questions would be asked in the past, in the present, in the future. Okay, so then not that itself is intelligence. The way you control that is comes under intelligence. The way we control the situation, okay, is called intelligence. Now let me repeat. Now what is WH questions? What was happened? Why happened? Who has done that? Where it has done? Where it has happened? Okay. What is happening? Okay. Who is doing that? Where it's investigating. So all those things, the past, present, and future, where they will go, how we can catch them. So how can improve our sales? Okay, where can we improve? Who can improve? What can we improve? So all WH questions. When I said WH questions, what, where, when, who, right? So all WH questions can be asked in the past, present and future, and then we need to make a decision to control the situation the way we want. Is called intelligence. If you apply that for business, it's a business intelligence. If you apply for your career, it's a career intelligence. What you have done so far, and why you have done so far, and what are you planning for today? What will you do tomorrow? Are there any obstacles? So that I can help you out. Okay, so we will see the Scrum Call, right? So why Scrum meeting is one daily stand-up meeting that you will have in a daily, right? So why we ask for past, present and future, what you have done yesterday, what are you planning for today, what will you do tomorrow, are there any obstacles? Why? It is just a kind of intelligent question, okay, so that you will evaluate yourself. It's a small question, 5 minutes meeting, but a lot of things that they can expect, what they can expect as a manager, right? So you will see that in our Azure Devops session. I will also give you Azure Devops to understand you the real-time scenarios, how you get the work, okay, how you do in the real time, okay, how you estimate the work, types of projects, okay, types of people along with you in the team in the Agile. Everything I will cover in a separate session called Azure Devops, okay. Azure Devops. It's a developers plus operations come together to improve continuous services and continuous integration. Okay, so how we do? I mean, I'm not covering that CI/CD pipelines, but I'll cover the project management kind of thing. Okay, it's a very nice session, and must know the session. Okay, I've been giving this for the past 15 to 16 batches, so I've been getting good feedback. Hope you will also get out of something out of that. I know a lot of people from real time I see this batch, so but anyway, you might not get bored, that's for sure. Okay, so now we understand BI, we understand intelligence, but what is Power BI and what is MSBI? What is the difference between these two? Both are from Microsoft. Okay, they are Microsoft babies or Microsoft products, but still, what is the difference? Yes, MSBI is means Microsoft Business Intelligence, and Power BI is also Microsoft tool. But why they have not kept same MSBI version 2.0 or 3.0? No. Why? The reason is the product entirely different. Okay. See, when you say version, So the base is same, the kernel is same, and you are on top of that, you are improvising. When you do the same software, if you create additional features, bugs, fixing and everything, then that become a new feature, new OS, new version. But Power BI is not like that. It's completely the back-end engine, the Vertipack engine is different, the mechanism is different, the use cases is different, the way it works is different. Okay, so this is a traditional tool. Basically, MSBI is a traditional tool, traditional BI tool. Okay, it's actually it's not a tool, it's a tool set. MSBI is a tool set. Okay, what is the tool set? What is the tool? SSI SQL Server first, okay, and then SSIS and SSRS and SSAS. So combination of this 4 becomes MSBI. Okay, actually if you buy a SQL Server, they will give these 3 layers as a free offer. Okay, so that is the that's how Microsoft do the business. Okay, that's again depend on the client to client and all the stuff. But why still Power BI is so demanding? Because if they might be giving the free, okay, but SQL Server at least 3 to 5 people they need to work on, one admin, one developer, like a lot of roles that required front end application development, back end database development, like architect who can work on this. Only on SQL itself 10 to 15 people will work, still they can work. Okay, but when it comes to SSIS, 5 to 8 people they can work at a time, because they can develop individual packages and everything. Okay, SSRS also can work 5 to 6 people. SSAS also can work 2 to 3 people. Okay, so if you just take at least 10 to 15 and an average have to work on a BI stack to run their project. Okay, apart from managers and everything, right? So, and client has to estimate the cost. Okay, and then when it comes to Power BI, okay, so Power BI can work with 2 to 3 people or at least 5 people. But imagine 15 versus 5. So if I invest a resource on this versus this, and just imagine, okay, and the cost, okay, cost is very cheap when it comes to market, outside market, like Tableau, ClickView, okay, cheap, and the maintenance is cheap, and then migration is cheap, and tool cost is cheap. Many ways it is cheap, and only investment is the resource. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so that is the reason we are so demand. Okay, so these people versus 3 times better. If you just imagine 15 versus 5, so 3 times. If the market standard is 5 years plus 5 years into 2, sorry, yearly into 2 package. Let's say I have a 5 years, I can ask at least into 2, 10 lakhs. But you just understand this, client, how much client is getting benefit. 3 to 4 times is getting benefit. He can easily give you, based on the market, he can give you more than 3 to 4 times, because that's how it is. So that is the reason Power BI from our institute itself 4 times, 5 times, 6 times they got offer. Okay, there are the story who joined with his 11 lakhs package and 11 years of experience. Okay, and with this mentoring she got 28 lakhs package. Okay, just a mentoring. Okay, she learned here, she does her hard work a lot, but then the suggestions, the mentoring is very, very important. Okay, there is a lot difference between mentoring, coaching, and training. Training is just giving the subject and GAN, it's a kind of a classroom sessions, but then that's over. But coaching is be with you until you get the success. Okay, so that is the coaching. You might have heard about this coaching for sports and all. But when it comes to mentoring, it is something, a simple statement or simple advice can change your life entirely or change your career entirely. So that is the biggest umbrella that I can say out of these two. So my intention, my interest is to share as much as I learn, okay, through my experience. Okay, I would like to spread that. I don't want to die just like that in my in my mind, right? So that's the way, that's the main motto, to wake up early in the morning, stay in late night, to share my experiences with everyone. Okay, though I might receiving some small appreciation from you for the course, but it is beyond that. Actually, it is beyond that. You will recognize once you get the success or once you finish the course. Okay, so now we understand MSBI is a non-traditional ETL tool. What is this? Non-traditional ETL tool come reporting. Okay, when the software is changing, lot of, let's say when the mobile comes in, calculator gone, alarm gone, something like that. So when Power BI comes in, now ETL and reporting, these two, actually not two, these three become one package, one tool. Just imagine, these three tools become one tool. So that is the reason 15 versus 5. Actually not even 5, 2 to 3 people max for Power BI can work, right? So huge cost benefit in terms of client, even for migration cost, tool cost, maintenance cost. So lot of costs involves when you buy new thing, okay, or migrate from something like old TV to new TV. So what can I do this old TV? How can I sold out? So a lot of things that are involved, including everything a client can think to migrate to Power BI is best. So that's where that Microsoft is giving that business offer. Okay, they are giving $9.99, which equal to 750 rupees. Okay, is a license fee for a Power BI for pro license. Okay, so previously the Tableau has actually having around $100+, but now they become $75. Then again they reduced $20. Okay, so because they have to sustain the competition, right? But again, Microsoft is not, this is just only for pro license. But again, there is a premium license, there is an embedded license. Okay, there are 2 more flavors. We will discuss that when it comes to Power BI service. Okay, now what is Power? What it has in a nutshell? Okay, Power BI has 2 things. One is Power BI Desktop. It's a free software, free developer tool. What is this? Free developer tool from Microsoft. Okay, it will give you, I will show you that. Okay, so this is the one. And number 2, Power BI service. Okay, this is a subscription based model. Subscription, as I said, pro subscription or premium subscription or embedded subscription. Okay, pay as you go. It's a cloud SaaS application. Okay, SaaS application, plug and play, pay as you go, right? So this is a ready-made software that is available by Microsoft. Okay, I will also cover cloud concepts before I jump into Azure Devops. Okay, that time you will understand what is SaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Okay, and all those stuff. Now here, anywhere you will get it, a free developer tool, and you might get a lot of subject outside, but still, why you should join with me? Okay, as I said, you will get a training, mentoring, and coaching. Okay, that is a other option. But here, when it comes to training, you will get an account to practice, a free account. I will give you. It's a paid subscription. Okay, but I will give you a free for 2 months to practice. Free for 2 months to practice. Okay, and now you might say, I'm a real timer, I have an account, but still you cannot do anything and everything. Okay, there will be a lot of restrictions in the company. Okay, you will be entitled with a contributor role or a member role or a viewer role, at least in the real-time projects. They will not give you everything, admin rights and everything. Here I will give you admin rights. You can create a number of workspaces. You can add a number of people within the Mahindra Academy Pro. Okay, you can practice like anything. You can change the role, you can add the role, you can create the workspace, you can delete the workspace. Okay, and you can create the gateways. Okay, you can install, migrate. Okay, add the data sources. Everything we discuss in detail and in depth with real-time scenarios. And performance point of view, I have invented 2+2+ formula, so where you can remember all those points to just addressing in the interview. Okay, in interview they will definitely ask what are the challenges that you have faced, and what are the best practices that you follow, what are the performance issues that you fixed. Okay, these 3 things I can give you my own experiences and my own way of style that I can that really helps us, because I've been doing a lot of interviews. I've been doing helping out the people, so I just take that sauce of that real experience and I'll try to put in front of you your plate. Okay, so that you can definitely get the success. I've been tasting the success of others, and I feel proud when they get the success, and I feel happy in fact, not even proud, but it's my lifetime satisfaction that I feel when others get success. I feel their success is my success. Okay, my goal is to you become a success out of this course. Okay, please get in touch with me if at all it's not possible to continue the course, but still I can help you out. Okay, but if you join with me, then there will be more care and okay, so hope you can understand. Maybe I might not give you that clear explanation, but still. Okay, now what else? Real-time scenarios. Okay, and best practices. I've been part of COE. What is COE? COE, Center of Excellence. Okay, I've been I do not lead the COE, but I'm the member of COE. So then what is COE? Okay, so there is a team that follows. They make a group, and then they will discuss with all Power BI projects. Okay, what you have learned throughout this project, what are the challenges that you have been facing, what was client expectation. So all those things they will collect, and they will they will prepare some kind of guidelines. Okay, and they will share with all the teams. Please follow these scenarios, because we have been discussing, we have been synthesizing this best practices, so that you will get good feedback from client, and you can just deliver the things with ease of go. Okay, that's what they do, and I've been part of it. I know what they discuss, how they discuss, right? I can share those things. Okay, and then challenges. Okay, this is important. Okay, so when you work with a tool, you cannot just you cannot just use those features just as it is. Okay, you need to customize the things. You need to work. The feature might be work straightforward or something like that, but for your requirement you need to tweak something else to work as expected. Okay, so there is a lot of customization you do with the features, the available features, but you will use it differently. How you have used and how do you resolve that user issue or the requirement fulfillment, right? So I've been keep on telling wherever the concept comes in. Okay, so and also I will cover interview questions. Okay, interview questions. I've been telling in the session itself, this is a must ask interview question, so you need to be more focused, and I will also give you a straightforward and precise dialogue. Just imagine what is task schema and snowflake schema. direct relationship between fact and dimension is called star schema. Indirect relationship between fact and dimension is called snowflake schema. Direct and indirect, if you remember these two words and fact and dimension tables, okay, then you can remember. So the taglines, okay, for each dialogue, okay. So I'll give you a tell about yourself script, okay. Tell about yourself. So this will give you a lot of confidence for your communications. Though you might not have a communication skills, there are success stories who has failed his graduation, who has failed his even an intermediate, who has failed his career, okay, and they are working happily, okay. So with very good packages. That's and I was doing a testing on that, okay. Was that possible? Why it's not possible? So the experiment was successful, okay. It's working still. They are working, right? So how it's possible without communication, without different background, how it's possible? Yes, there are shortcuts, okay. There are tips and tricks. You will understand when we get in touch with one-on-one. After every class there will be one-on-one discussion, okay. You can connect with me. I will share my own experiences and I will tell you how to prepare your resume, okay. Resume preparation, right, and personal suggestions, your doubts, right, your and I'll my most of backbone is motivation, okay. I'll motivate, like that's what I understand from the feedbacks, right. So resume prep, okay. So that's what I realized. So now anyway, we understand what is Power BI desktop, we understand Power BI services, and then the offers from me or Mahindra Academy Pro, whatever you think about it, okay. So these are the offers that I can tell you. Apart from this, I will also cover SSA's tabular model, okay. This is one of the very good offer that I can tell you, okay. You will understand once you understand the importance of tabular model. You search in Naukri, you search in LinkedIn, SSA's tabular model with Power BI, okay. One of my friends got 40 lakhs package with SSA's tabular model with Power BI. I was shocked. He was not working for the past 2 years, okay. He started his second inning with a great start. He was practicing his law in Nalsar University and he was not seeing that great career, but because of various reasons. I'm not saying law is not good, okay. It was one of my dreams, but he just realized and he come back and then he's starting his career, okay. He was that's inspired me a lot because I've been there in this field. So he called me and we were friends actually, okay. For the long past 10 years we were friends, okay. So that is one of the success stories. And also I will tell you SSRS. Why? Okay. Power BI actually it's a booming technology. It's a baby. It's just 2, 3, 4, 5 years of baby, okay. It's not more than that. But if you have a more gap, okay, if you want to come to genuinely to showcase your experience, you should start with SSRS, okay. SSRS is a traditional reporting tool. It is a good tool. Still it is there in the market, okay. But still you can showcase that I worked. It's a paginated reports, okay. We will discuss that. I will show you how to create the SSRS reports and everything, okay, and how you migrate SSRS reports from SSRS to Power BI, okay. What is SSRS? How it's differ from Power BI. So all those things we will discuss extensively, okay. So I'll give you a genuine transformation from SSRS to Power BI so that you can showcase that, you can fill the gap and get the good package, okay. And then as I told you, Azure Devops. Why it is required for Azure Devops? Actually Power BI do not work with CI/CD pipelines, but still I will give you Azure Devops. The reason is the project management, okay, organization management, teams management, okay, task management, lot of things that you will learn there, okay. Different styles of projects, okay, and meetings, okay, why they do meetings, and what is the importance of each meeting, okay, everything that we will discuss there. Okay, right. Apart from that, as I said, coaching, sorry, first is training, okay, training, coaching, and I can say mentoring. Okay, I do not have any filter between my heart and the neck. Okay, whatever I feel to talk, I can explain. Okay, I know if I just tell to this person, he might be go bigger than me, or he might go overtake me in the career. No, nobody will overtake anyone's career. If you think that is your that is not the correct one. One of my students, she was one point of time, she's ahead of me. Okay, so I feel proud, actually. I feel actually satisfied. Okay, so yes, it's not only my thing. She has put her efforts, her dedication, her all those stuff, right? So, but still, it happens. Okay, so because of I've been sharing my own experiences. Okay, and she's also used to talk about her experiences. It's not only that I've been telling and she has to listen, right? So it's a discussion. It's a win-win discussion. I've been maintaining my relations with a lot of my friends. When I don't have much relationship, but whatever the relationship that I have, it's been longer time. Okay, yeah, and that's about the intro. And let's jump into the real practical, the report development life cycle, how a Power BI will work, and I will show you everything in detail. Okay, demo. Okay, so as I said, you need to download the Power BI desktop. I will show you where to download and how to download, and then you need to have a Power BI service. Okay, I'll show you how you will get that. Okay, and why you cannot get outside. It's free. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, think that I can get this Power BI service for free for 2 months as a trial version. No, it is not completely no. Yes, it is. It can be possible, but you should have a company. Okay, if you have a company, then you can get that. Okay, so I'll go back to this. So Power BI desktop download. Okay, I'll give this link here, and here you should not go to store directly. I don't recommend that to go, but sometimes that will not be a latest version in the store. Okay, so go to products and click on. Now even you should not click this, it will go to a store. I recommend you to go to this one. Okay, click on this. Okay, it will open up something like this, and you see these details and system requirements, and they are saying Windows 10 is must. Okay, Edge browser should be there. Okay, Internet Explorer should be IE 10 or something like that. Okay, so that is the main requirement, and it should at least 1 GB RAM, and some space is at least required. But I recommend minimum 4 GB RAM. Okay, hard disk you can at least go for 100 GB to 250 GB. HDD or SSD, that's fine. Okay, but at least 4 GB RAM should be required, and i3 minimum i3 processor, i3 standard kind of the capacity. I'm not saying only go for Intel, but I realized recently AMD processor also good, but we should know what model of that AMD processor is important. Okay, so you can check that. Okay, AMD processor will come with cheaper, but you need to look the performance also. Okay, check that and get that nice second-hand laptop if you do not have any budget, something like that. But second-hand laptops will work flawlessly. I've been using this laptop for past almost 4-5 years, and it's working. Okay, I bought it from what is that location called? City Central, or yeah, there. Okay, so I forgot the name, but I'll tell you. Okay, so you need to click this here. and here you will see two options, which option should choose. Okay, if you don't know whether your OS is 64-bit or 32-bit, then you can choose directly this. Microsoft will automatically evaluate your machine. But to understand that, we need to go to this PC and need to go to property. Okay, here you will see whether you have a 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, you see there is a system type is 64-bit, and okay, and I have a 8 GB RAM. Okay, and mine is i7 5th generation. Okay, 2.60 gigahertz processor. Okay, and mine is Windows 10 Pro licensed version. Okay, so this is my machine, and I have a 250 GB SSD hard disk, SSD not hard disk, SanDisk drive. Okay, so it will be just better in terms of throughput, input output. Okay, so that is the reason I'm choosing this. You simply click next and it will get download here, and you need to click next. That's all. Okay, recently I've installed this Power BI desktop, so I'm just opening. It will take a little time, so I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so and let me know. See, the download is important. Where to download and how to download is important step. But once you download, you know very well how to install. Once you double click, it will ask next. You need to accept the terms and conditions, and then it will finish and it will open. Okay, now I'm opening this. Let's see, it's opening. Okay, I'm clicking. So Power BI will be a little slow. It will open. It will take at least a minute to open up. It's not because of your system slowness, but it's just the tool itself is has to run a lot of programs behind the scenes. Okay, so that is the reason it is little slow. And for this you no need to have an internet to work on, and for this you no need to have any license or email. It is not required to work with this Power BI tool. I'll show you. Okay, it is just free. You can create your own reports, your own expense report. Okay, your anything that you want to track, you can track. Okay, it's still opening. Oh yeah, I'm opening multiple. So that is the reason for every class I will open it and then I'll give it. It's the first time, so right, you should know how slow it would be while opening. Okay. Okay, so Power BI can work with 99 plus sources. Okay, that is the biggest advantage of Power BI. Okay, so Power BI has its own connectors. Okay, it can connect with 99 sources. Okay, and it has some limitations with that connections, and that is the reason they have invented another connection mode. Okay, and another connection mode. So we will discuss them in detail, in depth. Pros and cons, okay, performance improvements, all those things we will see in depth. But still it is opening. I don't know why it's taking this much time. It never happened. Okay, it's not ideal. Let me do it one more time. So whenever you face any issues, the first fix is to restart your machine. Okay, let's say something is not working as expected. Very simple. First restart and then see. Okay, without putting any investment of your mind. Okay, 90% problems will resolve by restarting your machine. Okay, so that is my personal experience. Now you see here I've logged in, but actually it will ask you to log in. Okay, you no need to log in. Okay, I'll just sign out. So why we need to sign in? To publish into Power BI service you require. So it will ask something like that. You simply close it. Okay, once you download. Okay, it's nothing. It's perfectly fine. Okay, as a developer, you no need to sign in while working. Okay, even for publish also it's not required, because if you know other way to publish, I'll show you that also. Okay, but usually we do this publish button. But without this also we can do that. Now, as I said, it can connect 99 plus sources. How? You see, these are only few sources that you see, but no, it is not that. You see, if you click on more, you will see all of them. I will show you a complete report development life cycle to get the data from the source and to transform the data and prepare the report and publish into Power BI service and share the report to the end users. So I will show you everything within 10 to 15 minutes, a sample very basic report that I will create, so that you will understand all phases of report development life cycle. So now you see here, you see all in one go. So you might have see, if you count it, it should be more than 99 plus. And there are file systems it can connect. It can connect databases. Okay, so it can connect Power Platform, it can connect Azure, it can connect online services, and it can connect others also. Okay, so you see it can connect Hadoop, Hive, Spark. Okay, whatever the big data or bigger data, right? So it can connect. There is no limit of the data size. It can work. Okay, but we need to give some best practices. We need to use best practices when you go for unlimited data. Otherwise it won't work just like that. Okay, so that is the problem. I will tell you all those stuff, but for now what I'm going is I'm going for online. Okay, like I would like to go for a web. If I don't found that, so search something here, web. Okay, something like this here. Okay, web connection. So what is web? It's a web scraping. Okay, beyond the scenes, Power BI do a web scraping mechanism, and it will create the tables from the website data. Okay, what website I'm going to take it? So I'm going to take it as a IMF website. Okay, IMF database. Okay, you can search International Monetary Fund. Okay, it will just estimate the world economics. Okay, world economic outlook, how it would be the future, which country might be expected to grow, something like that. So that's how it will just give. So if you go to this IMF data, okay, you see some data sets there. Okay, if you don't find, you just go back and search for this IMF database, right? So IMF database April 2021, something like that. Okay, and you will see something like this, latest one. Okay, so now you see download WO data April 2021. So you need to select by countries. Okay, and you see some steps there. Okay, all countries select, so it will become green color, and you see select all, and then continue. And there are a couple of data sets. Okay, which one do you want to go? Gross domestic power, product constant prices, or something else? Okay, you can choose any of them. Simply, we want the data. Okay, what is the importance of all these data sets? You don't need to worry. It's just how we are going to get the data and how we are transforming in Power BI, and if it is not structured, and then how we are preparing a report on top of this. So now you see starting from 2019 to 2016. If you want, you can reduce it to 2015, 2025, 2023, 24. Futuristic data is also, estimated data is also available here. Okay, you can reduce if you want if you don't want a huge data. Okay, but here you can prepare the report, but this is not the report I'm talking about. Okay, so even though it's a report, you can get this data. So this is a data, but it's a purely number, and this report versus our Power BI reports we will see. Okay, so for that purpose I'm just selecting this URL, and I'm right clicking and copying. Okay, copy. Okay, and then we need to go to here, and then we need to paste it here and click OK. So now it will take a minute to do a web scraping, and then it will find out the tables out of that website. Okay, so that is the power of Power BI. It can connect, that 9-10 plus sources automatically. So that is the reason it is slow when you open it up. Okay, and now you see it is just doing a web scraping. And there will be authorization modes, authentication modes. Okay, and then there will be a connection modes. That everything we will discuss. Okay, now you see here this is a web view. Okay, but I don't think something useful, just to understand where we are. Okay, and then you see some tables and HTML files, why and what you can see there. Okay, if you really want, you can also use this information. That's how Power BI is giving a suggestion, but I think this is not useful for us to do a reporting, but this is important. Okay, here you see table 1 and table 2. Yes, this is what I was expecting the data. See, this is a number, right? You can play with it. Here you have 13 columns, and here you have 12 columns, because I've been doing it. Okay, anything you can take, that is fine. I'm just going with this report. Okay, but if I load it, it will directly load to Power BI desktop. But actually, if you see, this is not completely structured. This is the header. Okay, and a lot of duplicated values that are there. Okay, so we can just transform it. Okay, I just want to show you the importance of transformation. Okay, now you see a different tool is opened when I click the transform. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, now you see this is a Power BI desktop, but this is a Power Query editor. Okay, the tool inside the tool. Okay, the dialog is the tool inside the tool. Okay, it's a ETL tool. Okay, or ELT concept, whatever it is. Okay, so now how you work with it, we will extensively work with all these options. I will cover the importance of query dependency. Okay, I will cover this add column versus transform. So there will be extract is available in the transform, also in the add column, when to go for what. Not only that, append, merge. Okay, reference, duplicate, enable, disable, load, query folding, lot of things that I will cover extensively. Okay, but you see Power BI is a futuristic tool. R and Python, you can do the transformation if you know Python. Okay, it is also work for a data science. Okay, so but I'm not going to cover R or Python anyway, but I'm telling you that it is the futuristic tool. It can work with IoT. I will show you IoT reports. What is IoT? Internet of Things. How a ECG. Okay, you can see live ECG in the report. Okay, that is a powerful mechanism that you can create in Power BI. Okay, the real-time data. So, but most of the reports we create is a static, but with machine learning, they will create the data set, but they will give us, and we can give the graphical experience. Okay, so I'll show you that also, but I'm telling that I will cover everything, each and everything. Okay, and then, but what can we do here? I can just change the name, or here, anything is possible. Okay, you can create a rename option is there. Okay, it is IMF data. Okay, you can just change it. You see here also it's changed automatically. Okay, now this is the first row as a header. I want this row should be header. There is an option use first row as a header. You can simply click on that. Okay, and you see there are applied steps, automatically they are coming. Okay, we will extensively talk about this, why they are coming and how, what is the independent applied step, what is dependent applied step, how we can use effectively to work your work done effectively. Okay, and this is, if you just see, it's a single word, so I don't want this word to be there in the report. I will remove this, and this is also simply you can remove. And okay, now you see this red color because some metadata issues. Okay, so for that purpose, what you need to do, you just go to something else, or sometimes you save and close and come back and open it. It will, now you see this is properly evaluated the data quality. The blue color means it's a good data, no errors, it's a valid 190 records are valid, and 100% it's clean. Column, the column profiling, okay, the data quality issues, we will talk about that later. But for now, you see this black color means it's 100% empty. Okay, so you can check by seeing this, or you can simply by color itself you can remove it. Okay, now you see this clean data. So this is what we have done, some cleaning. Okay, now we need to transform this data. Okay, I can load it as it is and I can create it, but I want to see a year, country, year, and then the amount. Okay, that's how I want to see. Okay, 3 columns, so that I can analyze year-wise analysis. Yeah, I can analyze country-wise analysis. Two kinds of reports I can create, and I can do the analysis. So for that purpose, for now, I'm just showing you a quick tip. You can just Control Shift. I've selected this column, and I just use this Shift button, and then I'm clicking on this. So it selected everything. What I've done. So one more thing. Okay. So first of all, I'm clicking. I missed this. So click this and Shift, scroll to right, and then select the last one. So everything will be selected. Okay. And this is going to be a transformation, and that transformation is unpivot. There are 3 things we will discuss extensively in the next session, but for now I'm just using unpivot columns. Okay, so unpivot output is 2. You can do a number of columns as a input, but the output will be 2 columns. One is attribute and the other one is a value. As I said, I want year. Okay, and then the amount or GDP. Okay, but see, previously the record count was 196 or so, because in the world we have 196 countries. Okay, but now you see the count of it is more huge. Okay, if you see this is 1365, but how it become huge, from how it become 195 to, because you see the country is almost 7. So previously it was only 1 country, but now it becomes 7 countries, because you are keeping years in the column. If they are in the row, you see 1 country and the values, but now you made it as a a row value or a column value. Okay, so that you see each country has repeated 7 times. So that is the reason the number of row count is increased 7 times. Okay, makes sense. We have not done any magic. We did not delete any records. We removed the columns, but not records. Record is this one. Okay, each record, but column means this one. Okay, building pillars are called columns. Okay, if you confuse what is row and column, row is nothing but record. Okay, record is a business word, row is a technical word. Okay, now you can close and apply. So what we have done, we actually cleaned and transformed and prepared the data by renaming, and you will understand that preparation, the transformation and cleaning, these are the 3 independent words. Okay, but you think they are the same, but they are the different. We will extensively see with various projects. Okay, I will create different projects. Okay, to talk those features in depth, just like a real-time project. If you work that, real-time project is nothing in front of that project. Okay, so let me repeat this. In the real time, your scope of learning is very less, and scope of doing is very less. Okay, So here you will cover 360 degrees of the course, but in the real time you will use 10, 15, 20% at least. I see one of our batchmates is actually doing very basic reporting. Okay, no borders, no fancy slices, no background colors, nothing. They want the report just like that. They want to see the real mechanism, how it's going to give the real benefit. So we cannot think like everything that we do in the real time. It is quite opposite. You do not do anything. Okay, you are just dummy, if you ask me strongly. Okay, not every time, but most of the time. Okay, so every decision and everything you will be controlled, and you just do what you expected to do. That's all. Okay, that's what I've been doing. But yeah, some people might not agree with me, I know, but most of the time I've been experiencing that. Okay, now you see these 3 columns. Now I can just because we will talk about these 3 things later. If you want to see the data, you can go to this data and you just click on this any of the columns. You will see the data. Okay, it's loading. Yeah, you will see that 1365 columns and 7 distinctive values and everything it will talk about. Okay, now you will see with this data. We will talk about this option and this option later, because here it's only one table. If it's more than one table, then how to integrate, okay, how to make a relationship between those 2 tables, we will discuss that later. But now you see we have a lot of visualizations here. I can go with the table and GDP value and then the country. Okay, here you see the country and here is the dimensions, and this is the value. It's a fact. Okay, now you can give this as a table, or you can also create a visual year by GDP. Again, it's a table, but now I can make you a kind of this. Not legend, actually it should go to y-axis, so that you will see why it's giving all same values, which is not correct. Okay, count it is taking. Okay, ideally it should take some. I'll tell you why GDP value is just coming as a count, because it is a text value. Ideally GDP value is not a text. Okay, to fix this, actually we should go back to the Power Query and we can fix it. That is one solution, but here also we can fix it. GDP value is not a text, it is actually a decimal value. Okay, you see some decimals there. But if I create, if at all, if it has some text, then it will become error. Okay, so then what we need to do, you need to go back to this Power Query, and here we will change the data type. So 90% of the problems you will face with data types, not 90, 60% of issues that I can tell you. Now you see I can change it to a decimal value, because you see some decimal values there. There should be some there could be some kind of a text involved, so that is the reason it's automatically not changed the data type. Even this also is a number, it is not a complete date, so I can make it as a number. Some doubt? Okay, so any doubt? Yeah, you can unmute yourself and speak. It's time to ask the doubt. Now still it's working. It's evaluating entire 1300 records, whether everything. Now you see some red color, which means it has some issue. So what is that issue? So now we need to keep errors and see what errors we have. Now you see these many records got error out. The reason is, it will tell you. It's loading here. You will get some issue here. See, NA is there. So what I will do, I'll remove this step, and I'll also remove this change type because I'm getting error, right? So what I will do, I will search for NA, you see, and you can simply untick and click OK. Now I will change this data type to a decimal. I won't get that. And you can check each and every error, and all the errors might not related to the same thing, but if you click on that, it will tell you. Now I can understand everything is because of that NA only. So that is the reason I'm confidently remove that. Now you see everything is blue, no issues. Okay, now I will change this to a number because there is no decimals to it, so I can make it as a whole number. Now you see this is a text, country is a text, that's perfectly fine. Okay, now if you close and apply, that will be closed and come to here. Now you observe this. Okay, so ETL, L is doing now. We have extracted from the web and we transformed it into the Power Query, and we are loading into Power BI Desktop. Okay, so ETL is done. Now still, if you don't see, and still you have an option to sum now. Okay, see here the in 2020 GDP went into a negative values. Okay, so that's where you see a lot of negative GDP value. Okay, so we will understand this lot of the different styles of visuals and formatting and everything, but for now you just imagine this is how we can create a visual. And not only that, you can have a country map or a slicer. Let me put that in the slicer for now. You can understand each country, Armenia, how this was. Okay, 2020 due to COVID, you see a negative GDP growth, right? You can check 2 countries and any countries. Okay, you can do that, and country-wise GDP. This is year-wise GDP, right? You can also create a country-wise GDP. Control C, Control V. So the visual can be duplicated, like copy and paste. So a visual will be pasted, but simply you can remove this year and you can put country. You see a country-wise analysis. And if you don't want to see everything, you can just take top 10 countries or top 5 countries. Okay, so we can use this. I'll discuss extensively about this, but just I'm showing you. When I say top by GDP value, then apply. Okay, now you see 4 countries, but they will change based on our selections. So now you see whatever the toppest country in the selection, you will get that data here and here and here, right? So the visual will interact with other visuals. So that is the beauty of it. And you can also see the map of this country. Okay, this is I will show you a lot of techniques, how precisely we need to place this in the canvas, and how can we use this relay state effectively. Okay, what is that red line that is actually warning us to use? So everything we can discuss. Okay, now if you want to just know, this country is available here in this South America. Okay, Libya, Libya is in the Africa. Okay, you can just see and compare the highlights and everything that you can see. Okay, so this is a basic report that I've created, and I will save this and I will publish and I will share to the end user, to get the feedback. Okay, so here I am going to save that in the morning batch. So first report or IMF report. Okay, so I'll just save this. So once you save, we can publish this. Okay, So let me publish this. Here we need to provide this email address. So my email address is this: mahendra.may2022 @Vegam. What is Vegam? Vegam 8 is my company. Okay, on Microsoft.com. Okay, you will also be part of my company. You can I will give you I can give you an email address. Okay, that you can log in into Outlook and you can use it for communication purpose, but that will be valid for 2 months only, but you can use it for this purpose. Okay, it will ask for the password. I don't know password, but yeah, let me give a try. Okay, so this is not the password. 1 second. Monica, password ఏంది? దొరికింది. Okay, so I've muted because I just found for the password. Okay, and you see a lot of workspaces. Okay, everybody has created, most of the people, they have created their workspaces, but for now I will talk about that workspace later. But for now I'm giving this I'm using my workspace. My workspace is a private room. Okay, so you cannot share that room to anybody. But when it comes to workspaces, the workspace is a kind of a work area where you can work together with other persons, other team members. Okay, now let me show you that report in the online app.powerbay.com. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm skipping that 6 days. There's a multi-factor authentication that we need to use it. You need to use one mobile application called Microsoft Authenticator. Okay, so I will tell you that importance and everything. Now you go to this my workspace. Okay, here you see the IMF data we just prepared, we just published, and when you click on that, you will see this. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now this is not coming because there's a tenant settings, but that's okay. The map is not coming, but you see a visual will interact with other visual. See these values. Okay, this is how you develop.
Not audible.
Oh, really? Shit. Okay. Hope it's audible now. I was unmuted and again. Okay. Now this is how we published. This is my workspace. It's a private room. Okay, it's only available for free subscription. I mean, how the free will give, they will not give anything free, but if at all your company has at least one license, one premium license, then they will give you a free license for that company members. Okay, so I'll give you a pro or premium license. Why this is a premium per user? I will give you this premium per user to practice. Okay, we will talk about the premium per user, premium per capacity, everything that we will discuss, and embedded license also we will discuss. Okay, so you will create a lot of reports, something like this. Okay, so I don't know why she has not created anything. Okay, you should create a lot of reports, something like this. This is a lineage view. Okay, what is the importance of lineage view, impact analysis, everything that we will discuss in detail and in depth with which can align with the real time. Okay, being said that, I would like to end here, and it's time to ask the questions. You can just ask the questions if you have any, or you can connect with me personally if you want to discuss anything personal. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I feel happy that you have given this opportunity to talk at least 1 hour. And but if you can join with me, definitely that will be a lifetime relationship. You will get it with a win-win situation. Okay. By then, I would like to say bye for now, and if at all you have any questions, please unmute yourself and speak. Only thing is, I required your focus and commitment. Okay, the focus. I know you'll have, everybody has its own Telugu film stories, challenges, but how you avoid them, and how you control them, and how you can lead the way you want it, you can apply your own intelligence and get the success. Okay, if you don't know the logic, it's a magic. Okay, nobody has any magics. Okay, people can tell that because of my fate I am not doing this. No, you are not controlling the things. Okay, so that's what I feel. Maybe you might not agree with me, but yeah, so one thing you should agree is that if you focus, definitely you will get the success. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining, and have a good weekend. Tomorrow we do not have any class, but from Monday onwards regular classes will be running at the same time. Thank you. Okay. So, Monica,